What if I told you the number one fruit seniors over 60 should eat before bed is something ancient doctors already understood could support the body in powerful ways? In this video, I'm going to show you what this fruit is, why it may help with some of the most common issues adults face as they get older, and why eating it at night may be the real secret most people miss. Hey, I'm Frank, and a few years ago after turning 60, I started noticing my nights just weren't the same. I'd go to bed tired, wake up feeling drained, and no matter what I tried, I never seemed to feel fully rested in the morning. Like a lot of people, I assumed it was just part of getting older. But once I started learning how certain foods affect the body at night, everything changed. After making one simple change before bed, I started sleeping better, waking up clearer, and feeling more like myself again. That's why on this channel I share simple, practical health tips for seniors without all the gimmicks and nonsense. Many people believed it was only a small nightly habit. Nothing expensive, nothing unusual, and nothing hard to get. No pills, no powders, and no complicated bedtime routine. Just one deeply colored fruit eaten quietly before sleep. People followed this pattern for years, even across generations. But the real surprise was not only the fruit itself, it was what that fruit had inside it all along. When experts studied dark-colored plant foods more carefully, they kept seeing the same important pattern. The deepest red, blue, and purple foods often carried more protection. These colors come from natural compounds found in plants. One major group is called polyphenols, especially anthocyanins. These are the same compounds that create those rich, jewel-like shades. And based on the source material we reviewed, those darker pigments are connected with support for several body systems. That includes vision, circulation, brain function, and healthy blood flow. And after age 60, that becomes even more important, because aging often changes the body in quiet ways first. It may not begin with anything dramatic or easy to notice. It's not always just stiffness, fatigue, or sore joints. Sometimes it begins with more difficulty seeing clearly at night. Sometimes focus feels weaker, or simple tasks feel more tiring. Part of the reason is that the body's smaller support systems may slow down. The tiny pathways that nourish delicate tissues may become less efficient. That matters greatly for both the eyes and the brain. Both depend on steady nourishment and healthy circulation. The eyes especially need extra support as the years go by. They rely on strong blood flow and protection from everyday stress. That is one reason dark fruits stand out so strongly. The source material repeatedly highlights red and purple plant foods. It explains that these rich colors are meaningful signals. They are not random shades placed there by nature. Often deeper natural color means more concentrated protective compounds. That makes these foods especially valuable for healthy aging. So when people ask which fruit may best support the eyes, the answer may not be the sweetest or most popular one. It may be the fruit with the deepest purple-red color. And that is where this becomes especially interesting, because this is not really about eating sugar before bed. It is about choosing the right kind of fruit at night. A fruit that naturally contains useful plant compounds, and one that fits easily into an evening routine. According to the source material, these compounds may support the eyes, and also the blood vessels that help nourish them. That clue matters more than most people realize, because if a fruit supports healthy circulation, and the eyes depend on healthy circulation too, then that small bedtime habit starts to make a lot of sense. Now, more than one fruit fits this dark color pattern, but one category appears especially strong in the material. That category is berries, especially the darker ones, and there are good reasons they stand out so much. Berries are often linked to high polyphenol content. They are also rich in anthocyanin pigments, and they are connected with support for blood flow. They are also associated with brain function and eye health. That combination is exactly what makes them so compelling. Traditional food systems valued dark fruits for a reason. They noticed benefits long before science named the compounds inside. Ancient people did not use the word anthocyanins, but they still recognized an important pattern over time. The darker fruits often seem to offer something extra, and that old observation still feels meaningful today. Modern wellness keeps rediscovering what older traditions understood. Food can do more than simply satisfy hunger. Some foods seem to support the body in specific ways, especially when they are eaten regularly and simply, and especially when they become part of a consistent routine. That may be why the before-bed detail matters here. Nighttime is when the body begins shifting toward repair. It is no longer dealing with the same demands as daytime. You are not rushing, multitasking, or eating under pressure. The source material also points toward calmer eating states. The body may respond better when meals are less stressful. That gives an evening fruit habit a second layer of value. First, you receive compounds linked with the eyes and brain. You also get support connected with healthy circulation. It becomes a peaceful and repeatable nightly ritual. That kind of consistency can become surprisingly powerful over time. People rarely benefit from extreme actions done once in a while. They benefit from wise habits repeated again and again. And that leads us to the fruit itself. If you want the simplest answer from this material, dark berries appear to be the strongest fit, especially berries with deep red, blue, or purple tones. Not because they are trendy or fashionable right now, and not because they are some magical cure, but because their color points to useful natural compounds. Compounds associated with eye support and healthy blood vessels. Also with circulation, brain support, and protection during aging. And using them can be very simple tonight. You do not need an elaborate recipe or dessert. A small bowl is enough for this evening habit. No sugary toppings and no heavy processed extras. Just the fruit itself, whole, dark, and uncomplicated. That simplicity is part of what makes it effective. Because once a healthy fruit gets buried under added sugar or mixed into junk food, the benefit starts to fade. Then you may be working against your original goal. This should not become another late-night cheat meal. It should become a gentle support habit before sleep. A calm, practical choice your body can use overnight. And for adults over 60, that may be especially meaningful. It is one of the simplest upgrades you can make. No total lifestyle overhaul is required to begin. Just one small fruit habit in the evening, one better pattern at the end of the day, and over time, better support for the systems you depend on, especially your eyesight and the tissues that help protect it. So if you have wondered whether one food can matter, maybe the better question is something even deeper. What happens when the right food is used consistently, in the right way, at the right time, for years? That is where the real benefit may begin to appear. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to join our community.